Going on, y'all? Got the Bato Q-Tip keeping it real, you know? Man, I got a migraine, man. These things take me out, but like I just got this download, and so I was gonna share it with you. Just like tripping on thinking about the Garden of Eden and like the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, right? And so what I realized with that's God warning man, don't try and control things. Don't eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Don't say this is good or bad, for it is what it is. You simply don't know what it is. It's like it's sufficient to say, well, what is this, and leave it at that. Don't take the next step and categorize it as good or bad. And of course, man's response is like, well, but how then will I know what to avoid? And there's nothing to avoid but fear. Fear blocks you from the truth that there is no good and bad. There is information, and that information that is presented depends on the question. There's nothing wrong with the world. The problem is your question. It is a question of self preservation at its core. You fools, I am the Most High. There is no life outside of me. Because you insist on asking how you can preserve your life, I will answer you with death. I will purge the earth with fire of truth. I will cleanse the earth of all those who claim to know good from bad by granting them their greatest fears. Then they will know that I am God. Those that are willing to embrace death rather than be its agents will eat from the tree of eternal life. For what is death but the absolution of ignorance? We had asked God what the meaning of all this was, and were given some powerful perspectives, analogous to the tempting of Christ with material gluttony, or the tempting of power, or was it all about, just about me, which was equivalent to throwing yourself down from the highest temple, and we projected our best summary of the world and fell in love with it. It's just the story of the messenger of God, Satan falling. But rather than focus on our internal inconsistency, we choose to make God the liar. We looked at all the suffering of the world and said God was full of shit, that there is no God. We are not ready to be accountable, and because of this, we have corrupted the house of God. He will cleanse it of foolishness with terrific fire, because you refuse to let him, her, to be the God of your heart. She has allowed you to delude yourself and think that there are people better suited to run your life. For this, I will give you your heart's desire. I will show you what it means to give the most holy gift to false gods, and you will know what it means to worship the beast, because you will be a slave to fear. In the end, I will purge this from hearts of men, and you will chide each other to remember. I do not hear the prayers of the selfish and the murderer. I am the lion of sincerity. I am the sword of truth. I am the father and mother of the orphan.